Are you looking for answers about extraterrestrials, or maybe the true meaning of life? Then you have come to the right place. Welcome to the Ivan Teller online broadcast. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel, and for more details, please visit ivanteller.com and learn more about your galactic families.
Greetings all. Thank you for viewing or joining us tonight, whatever you want to call it, for tonight's channeling. Tonight we are answering questions, and for you that posted questions on the question page, thank you. We noticed that some are kind of long, so we you might want to keep it short to like a sentence. I'm going to have to be more clear with that, because when you have like a paragraph, we have to read that, and I get tired, and NZT gets tired, and things like that. So we will do our best. But thank you for inquiring, and that chat page will be chat page number 1, the old one. I think I know what it is. The one from last week will be deleted tomorrow. So just so you know, so if it disappears, watch this video. Hopefully it'll be on there. So thank you all for joining us and viewing us, and entities that are viewing us. Tonight, I think Takur is going to come through for a little bit. I'll tell you what I'm getting. Oh yeah, I got a journalist. I forgot to mention. I told Hunter about it. There's a journalist that I just picked up on his energy real quick. I don't know if you're familiar with Andrew Breitbart. Anyway, he died of a heart attack. He has Breitbart.com, and I picked up his energy. He visited me. I didn't visit him. And he's telling me that he was not assassinated like a lot of people, conspiracy theorists think. But he had a heart attack. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure what happened, but it was a. There's a lot of conspiracy theorists are saying that, oh, he had a, they assassinated him because getting too close and things of that order. And he was more so just had health issues. Yeah, McDonald's killed him, exactly. But it's probably true. The Big Mac attack. So anyway, that was kind of cool, though. I was at Staples. I had to get something for work, and I picked up on he picked up on my energy. However you want that. Takur will probably come through for a little bit. Yeah, I feel like she's very busy. She'll probably give you like a quick rundown, maybe answer a few questions, maybe. I'm not sure if that's going to go that far. I also picked up on a bunch of Zetas that are kind of like, they're tough to pick up on. Like clowns, like comedians, so that's, and like to go to disco and shake their butt, that's what they said to me at least. So, there's them. I picked up on Elvis's, reptilian Elvis. I picked up on his energies. So, I think he wants to chat a little bit. I felt his energy yesterday, actually. So, as for Takur, not sure. So we'll just have to see what happens. And thank you all for... Oh yeah, we have a new website coming up tomorrow, as soon as these questions are answered. Hopefully make it easier for people to know how to post questions and get around. Maybe. We will see. Would anybody like to do a blessing for us? That's okay.
Sure, I will. Thank you. Thank you.
That was awesome, dude. That was great. Well, yeah, Stephen, do you have any, you have a good vocabulary of entities. Do you have any idea of who would be good for question answering? Of course, the curve would probably be good. Do you have any suggestions by any chance? Just, I'm throwing it out there. You don't have to.
Well, Takur and the Mantis was pretty powerful as into very informative as in connecting. And then the Sirian that came through, he seemed pretty informative.
Okay, good. Okay, thank you. Yeah, that's Redmond. Yeah, he's pretty good. They're all good. They're all different. Okay. Okay. All right, thank you all for coming. And we'll see how this goes. Catch you later. Oh yeah, and JC's going to come in later tonight. I'm probably going to go to 2 sessions, maybe 2 hours, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, catch you later. Greetings to all of you. I am Takur. I realize there's many questions to be answered. There is much going on in the colonies at this time, but it is not time to bring these things about. This is not important at this time. Unless you have a question about the colonies, I can go through that quickly. And if not, we can commence with your discussion group. That's the right word for that.
Hello, Takur.
Yes.
I was just wondering really quick. I talked to you last time with Jim about some of the different infusions, and I text Jim and just wondering if you had more information as to which other infusions. You said maybe Sirian or some other ones. So.
Yes, a small infusion of Zeta Gray, if you're familiar with this.
Yes.
Sirian, yes. Sirian, 13% it seems. That is quite high, actually. Higher than I thought it would be. Is there another species that you are wondering about?
I was just wondering about getting more infusions. I mean, I didn't know I already had Sirian and Zeta Gray. I just knew about the Alpha Centaurian,
Yes.
the Nubian, and
Alpha Centaurian. Lyran, Alpha Centaurian. There is, I believe that is, at this time, that is all I have for you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I am ready when you are.
Greetings, Dakar. I have a question for you.
Yes.
I connected with you the other day to give you my message of me and my father. Did you receive that?
Yes, but it'd be best if you mention it again. That would help me connect with it.
Okay, I will do. Yeah, the Human Colony website wouldn't let me do that.
Yes.
Do you have a general message? Actually, here I have two questions. Sorry.
Yes.
This one is from Gail Single. She says, "I had the feeling of an entity entering my body last night. Can you tell her more about that?"
Yes, it seems like there was a Zeta around you. That's the energy I pick up on. It is malevolent. But yes, I think it was trying to channel through you. The left side, it seems. I could be wrong. But it is all good. It is just them testing the waters. Seeing what you... There is a communication. I have nothing else to add to that.
Okay, thank you very much. This is from Holly, and she asks, "What infusions have I had?" Thank you.
Holly. Yes, there's a small percent, once again. Zeta Gray, Alpha Centaurian, a 2%, I believe. Palladian, 3%. Lyran, at this time it is 2%. Thank you.
She says thank you as well. We have one here from Ashley. She says, "Is there anything that you would like to share with her at this time? Anything she should be aware of?"
Yes, there are Palladians around you at this time. They're quite interesting what they are doing. They are extremely friendly, and it's the way they connect with you is quite interesting. It is not common for them to do these things, and it brings us curious to how they are connecting with you, which is unusual, but in a good way, of course. Of course, they have messages of positivity, and they will take your life into new directions that you won't even see. These are things that you will not even be able to predict your own future. Of course, that is much with many of you, but for you, it's quite different. It will take turns in a good way, I believe. It will take you in turns that are unexplained, but these are many lessons that will help with your spirituality, help you spread your wings, you say. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Is there anyone who has questions here in the chat?
Shen will ask about his infusion.
I cannot go into that right now. There is there is a situation there, but it is not bad or anything. At a later time, we'd be able to go into that.
Do anyone have a message for Shen today?
I thought you guys were asking each other that question. One moment.
Okay.
There are many. One moment. There are many messages for him. An insectoid race seems to be trying to connect with him. These are ancestors of his through other lifetimes, I believe through the Orion constellation, through past lifetimes. Some are grasshopper, some are butterfly. And these will become more known over time. They're already connecting with you, but I don't believe you understand it, which is understandable because they have a certain way of thinking. Their way of communications isn't always easy to decipher on a human level. It takes time. That is all I have.
Thanks.
Yeah, I have a quick question. A few days ago, sorry, this is Neil. Yeah, a few days ago there was a Zeta Grey channeled through Ivan, and
Yeah.
the Zeta Grey was called Munich, and I
Yes.
offered to help with their project, their hybridization project they were doing.
Yes.
Can you tell me what species my DNA will go on to help create?
It is a human. It is a Zeta Grey human hybrid. It'd be enhanced Zeta Grey, basically.
And do they just come under the name like Zeta Grey? That's what they would
Yes.
call themselves.
They have a name for it, but they are not very vocal. It is a Zeta Grey that would have more of your human DNA. It is similar to your Bashar's group in some ways. Not the same, but slightly. So if you're wondering what that would be like, it is similar, but not the same. Notice that's a...
And- Sorry.
So
could
yes.
you
Yes.
Sorry, on you go.
Yes, go ahead.
Could you tell me if there's any other projects that my DNA has been involved in?
Insectoids, I believe. This is something that's been done long ago. I don't believe it's the mantis. It's an insectoid species. They're not being too clear of who they are. But this is something you had done a very long time ago. You have hybrid children that are insectoids, I believe.
Okay, thank you very much. Much love.
That's right. Judging by the energies, there's many outside that wish to have their questions answered. You might want to connect with them, if that's okay.
The begin, Hunter?
Do you want me to start the questions?
Yes, there's an energy there that they wish to have some things figured out.
Okay. Do you channel through everybody, or do you have a certain set of people that you channel through?
No, I can channel through anyone.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes, I see that. Yes, you have the capabilities. Channel.
1 second, I gotta scroll. Alright, I'll start with this one. His name is Oscar Tom. He says, "What is my purpose for being here?"
Seems like you have a talent for technology. Your talent of technology will help others. You help others connect through technology. So I would go into these fields of. It does not have to be a major technology source, but it is something to do with technology. This seems to be where your mind's eye is open to. Of course, family and things of that sort, these things are your life's to spread love throughout your family and others, and help with connection, such as your information that you have will help others connect to your spiritual presence, if that makes any sense. Thank you.
Thank you. We have one from Symmetry, and he or she says, do I have a soulmate in this life?
Of course, everyone has soulmates, but for you at this time, there's many things, you have many journeys at this time that you must go through before you meet this person. You must make the connections to yourself, meaning you must feel fulfilled in a way where this person can answer your life without you even trying. Does that make any sense? I believe it does. At least to me it does. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, so this next question is kind of long, sorry.
Okay.
This is by Curious Person 1337. Hello, I'm having questions about sexuality. What is your view of using your sexual organs for sexual pleasure without a partner? I am not asking for how to do it, but more like, what do you think or feel are the benefits of it, and not the benefits? I'm tired of the explanation that one is sitting, or that's just embarrassing.
There's psychological areas of your mind that need fulfillment, you can say, and these things that you do, as you say, on your own, help you do a clearing of these certain aspects that are not fulfilled and things that you can do on yourself. I know that sounds humorous on your world, but these things help clear out, such as you have a desire and you can clear out on your own because you are human and you were designed for these needs. So it is quite common to have these desires of being with someone, but that is not always the case. Even when you are with someone, you're not always fulfilled. So fulfilling yourself is not a crime, let's put it that way. It does help with your health and your mentality. Of course, in your culture, it is negative and a sin and things like that. That is untrue. Of course, on your world, it's not easy to find love because of its complexities, unnecessary complexities, but that is part of your growth. You will all have that easier to connect with, not at this time, but it will get easier over time. Thank you.
From the same person, is it a way to keep us down, quote unquote?
Is that a continuation?
Yes.
Yes, it is. It's to keep you down from yourself. Yes, to suppress you in a way, in a spiritual way in some ways. These are those that pull the strings of your world, you can say. Realize that you can fix yourself, meaning you don't always have to have someone. Of course, connecting is not easy here. And then when you do make these connections, you still have fulfillment areas that are not fulfilled. So yes, there is a suppression there. That is correct.
Okay, thank you. And I gotta read this next paragraph, see if that's a question. Sorry.
Yes, I would give a message to those who put these questions out. Understand, when you're shorter your questions, the easier for us to connect with it. The longer it is, we at times, as we listen, we lose connection with the conduits. So it's easier to have it short and sweet, as some will say.
Okay, I'll just ask this entire paragraph. This is when one is masturbating to something that the authors of the content intended to make the person react sexually to it, does those who give it out receive some of the sexual energy? Is this one of the reasons why pornography is so pushed, quote unquote, on Earth?
That is very subjective. Some do. Some do feel your energies. They are just unaware of it. They do get satisfaction by your satisfaction if you wish to go that route. They do. They're just not fully aware of it. But yes, they do pick up on that energy. That is all I have for that.
Thank you very much. We have this one from Raven Moon. She asks, what alien DNA do I have?
Palladian. Percentage points are in the air at this time. Palladian, Arcturian, very small Arcturian, a slight Zeta Gray, 3% Zeta Gray. Palladian is, that one is, at this time, I am unable to connect with this. It is a high percentage, that's probably why. Yin-Yell, that is, give me the percentage of that one. I would say 14%, but even there is not totally clear. You're going through adjustments at this time, so things are changing. You have many entities around you at this time that are very protective of you. And also Sirian. And that is also a small percentage. Thank you.
Thank you. Her continuation is, am I a starseed? If so, where do I come from?
One moment for that. It is very interesting. Your energies are erratic at this time. I do see some reason it might be. I see Yin-Yell, the Yin-Yell starseed in you. I believe that is correct, but there is energies around you that I'm not understanding at this time. You're attracting many species around you. Zeta Grays, malevolent, I believe, but also reptilian that are sort of, you could say, being in a distraction. They're making it uneasy for me to connect to your energy at this time. I believe they're malevolent, but they are active. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Is there anything about my future I can know?
Not at this time. You must figure that you must. This is your journey, and you can realize it on your own. But if you cannot do this, that means you are not at the level that you will have potential to connect with. This is your journey, and the future at this time should seem a little bit foggy, but that is part of your you call it, your voyage on this planet. Thank you. Please proceed.
Thank you very much. Here we have one from Baby Mama. She says, can you give us an update from the Andromedan star nations?
A galactic update. They are around this Earth, mostly around the cold regions of this planet, Antarctica, the North and South Poles. there are many reptilian energies going on at this time. So they are, you can say, dealing with their disruptions. And they also have light workers. I say light workers, meaning that they're working on the sun at this time to keep balance with it. It is getting out of hand in some areas. Thank you. Please proceed.
Thank you very much. From the same person, recently I dreamt of a blanket weaving in the desert with Hopi sisters when suddenly black-hooded white men on black horses slowly galloped past us, and I felt they wanted us to be afraid of them, yet none of us were afraid. The vision felt so real. Can you explain your perspective on this dream?
Is this the same person?
Yes, baby mama.
One moment. Can you repeat the beginning of that slightly?
Recently I dreamt of a blanket weaving. Yeah, recently I dreamt of a blanket weaving in the desert with Hopi sisters, when suddenly black-hooded white men on black horses slowly galloped past us, and I felt they wanted us to be afraid of them, and yet none of us were afraid. The vision felt so real. Can you explain your perspective?
Yes, this was a past life. You are just remembering, you having a flashback. I don't think I need to answer anything more to that. I believe she would be able to figure the rest out. But yes, that was very real. Yes, because you went through it. Thank you. Please proceed.
All right.
Good. Come.
From the same person, sorry. My stepdad is currently an airlines pilot, but talks about being in the CIA for some odd number of years, and has a cloak and dagger of a hooded witch that he says was given to him when he left the CIA. He ridicules anyone who mentions chemtrails and says they are from airplanes, and that he should know since he is a pilot, assuming that he really was in the CIA, who is brainwashed into thinking chemtrails and stuff like that are fake. Or is he hiding the truth because of an oath?
I'll give you my perspective. There is a slight mental illness with him. So connecting with his energies, one moment, there's an unbalancement with him. So to decipher the truth and not the truth is not easy with this one, because I do not believe he even knows what is the truth and what is not. As for the CIA connection with him, I do not see this. But with what is happening to him, it is unable for me to even connect with it. There might be others that would have a better try. If you want to place your question again with another entity, that might help. But at this time, I do not see this as a... There is much there that's hard to read with him. Put that. Thank you. Please proceed to next.
Thank you. This one is from Zeta Gray 1218. Can you ask my galactic family, can they help me with my psychic abilities? And are there any aliens on Earth that I can talk to in person?
At this time, extraterrestrials are not talking to. Well, they do, but only on a spiritual and astral plane at this time. So if you open up your spirituality and open up your third eye, you will be able to see them and speak to them. So they're always speaking to you, but you are not always understanding what they're saying. You open yourself up to these energies. They are always around you. It's just, it is you that are still in the dream state, but you have the ability to wake yourself up from this sleep. As for your galactic families, there was a first question there. Of course, I'd probably walk right by it.
Can any of my galactic families help me with psychic abilities?
Yes, they do. Yes, I had an answer for that. Yes, they always do. I believe it is Zeta that's, yes, they're always working with your psychic abilities. There's also Palladians around you also that are assisting you. Thank you, Perceive.
Thank you very much. Okay. So this is from Symmetry again. I am curious on what Albert Einstein and Isaac Newton are doing nowadays. I am wondering, can you tap on their energies and find out, do they have any messages for me?
There is one from Albert Einstein, which is interesting. To proceed with your questions, to proceed with your spirituality, the way you see the world differently than others. And your perception will help others connect. And this helps you connect to extraterrestrials and the mysteries of this world. So Albert Einstein is just giving you a quick message, meaning to be yourself and proceed with your passions. Don't be discouraged by others. Thank you. Perceive.
Thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead and skip that question he has because it's out there. Unless you're up for it. It's long and complicated, so if you're up for it.
The shorter, the better.
Okay. How do extraterrestrials approach science, for example? Do they develop hypothesis, data collection, and are they similar to on Earth?
Yes, of course. Very similar. But of course on another plane altogether. Their technologies are more advanced. Their equipment, their technologies are more spiritual. Meaning they're not hard, heavy like you're in your third dimension. They're more spiritual technologies where they can have holograms to build their tools and things of that sort without getting their hands dirty. Put it that way. Yes, they're always working, very similar to your scientists, but at a higher level though, and more faster, speedier level, creating spaceships, motherships, stations, things of that sort, wormhole technologies. They're always working on to increase speeds throughout the galaxy, and of course technologies to deal with the sun is always interesting. So yes, it is very similar to your world, but at a totally different level. But yes, what you are seeing is a window into their world. Blessings.
Thank you very much. How does spirit play a role in scientific discoveries on your end? Can they see every timeline, and one of them they see person A made a discovery, or do they just know all the time all the mysteries and of the universes and dimensions? Since I'm assuming they created them.
I'm not sure if I understand that question. What's how extraterrestrials work with spirit? Is that the question?
What role does spirit play in scientific discoveries? If they're in the spirit world and they're all knowing and and stuff like that.
But we still at our dimension, fourth density, and at fifth, all densities have their own level of spirituality. But we have to make our discoveries on our own. But we're always assisted with spirit, always. But we have to, just like you, discover things on our own. So, of course, on our density, on fourth density, we have an easier connection than you do. But of course, it gets easier as you move up dimensions, and there are dimensions where scientific discoveries becomes more of a spiritual than a technical connection. Thank you.
Thank you very much. From the same person, is a starseed a fractal consciousness orientating from a particle extraterrestrial consciousness but has human incarnations where they are fractal selves originating from spirit or souls?
That is cool. Do you have to go into the technical? You are correct. That is, there are different technical terms you can use, and I don't really have those here with this conduit because I did not have these definitions. But yes, you are yes, you are still connected to your extraterrestrial roots always. But you are all also connected to the world that you reincarnated also, and your spirit world that you come from, and the spirit world that you're in right now. So you're connected to many. So you're always, but yes, you're always connected to your starseed galactic families. Always. Thank you.
Thank you very much. His last question is, how common are star seeds on this Earth?
Very common. The numbers are increasing now as your world moves closer to into the fourth density levels. But of course, your Earth, as this one calls, your Earth star seeds, many of them are reincarnating in this planet just to experience the alien connections that they have. This is to them a new experience. Meaning going into fourth, many of you that have been from other planets, you have experienced this ascension process already. Of course, even the Earth starseeds have experienced it on other worlds. But to have it on their own planet, this is something that is quite unique. But yes, there are many here. As for percentages, I cannot go into that, but there's a higher percentage than there's ever been before. Thank you.
Would I be wrong in saying that it can only go up from here?
Not necessarily. You can go into other lifetimes on other worlds and start over again. But your spirituality, your lessons here will help you in understanding other planets, other experiences. Such as things of like, if you want to, for example, if you want to understand money and to become better with money, of course here you have to go through these lessons, and then when you reincarnate in another world that is primitive as this one, you will have these knowledges and not always, but have the chance to exceed with money faster than others, if that helps. So many do go to worlds that are primitive and help with their growth. So you're always bouncing around to different levels of experience, I should say. Thank you for that. Please proceed.
Go for it, Steve.
They said me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes, thank you. Sorry about that. How old is the universe? Thank you, Dakar.
I did not hear that. What was it?
Sorry. How old is do you know how old the universe is, this universe?
Billions, trillions, old. To go into numbers, it is long. Very, very long.
Yeah, they had a show I watched that said that this universe is 3.7 billion years old.
I believe that's a lot longer.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I was wondering, can Prime Creator only birth new universes, or other sources can?
Other sources can, yes. If you go into a high density level, usually those that create planets are on a 12th density level, but still alien. They create, of course, you're always creating, even at your third density, you're always creating universes, you're just unaware of it here in this experience. So it depends on the way you look at it. At this time you are creating it, but you wish to actually go to a certain part of the universe and create a planet and things of that sort. Usually it's around, I would say, 12th density level. But even that is subjective. But at this time, I would give you that number. But yes, you can reincarnate into a soul of creation and do these things.
Sweet. And I had a a connection yesterday that I had the grasshopper was a species was connected with me, and after that day, I went outside to my washer, and there was a grasshopper sitting there looking at me.
Yes.
Does he have a message for me, or was he just connecting with me?
It was just, yes, connecting. This grasshopper species is increasing their awareness with this group and others. They will be able, I believe they have many messages for your collective, as you say. Many are wondering about different species, and this is one that has a few words for all of you. That is awe-inspiring.
Sweet. Can you channel through me?
Yes, of course.
All right, I would love to channel you, Takar. And one last question. My sister's 10-month-old baby, is he a starseed and is he connected to me? His name's Caleb. My sister's name is April. And her 10-month-old named Caleb.
I believe it is a Palladian starseed.
He also has one of his left toes is fused. His left foot, he has the small toe and the next toe to it's fused together. Is there a significance to that? Where they're together, they're not separate.
As for why this happened is a genetic modification that was done as he was growing, occurred, I should say. As for, I believe this can be fixed. I know, I used the wrong word for that. But to be, modern technology, I believe, can help with this situation he's having with his foot. I believe there was much energy around his body as he was being developed, and around his foot, definitely. I believe other species were around him. The mantis species is what I'm picking up around him, around that foot area that may have put an infusion into him to cause this defect. Those are the energies I'm connecting with right now.
All right, thank you. Will it cause any problems for him?
I don't believe so. You'll be guided to help this one in this situation.
Thank you very much, love.
I have a question. You said people from the 12th density make planets. I had an experience of a man who said he was going to give me knowledge from the 12th level and acted like a T-Rex and stuff.
Yes.
So, can you tell me what that was about? I understand what he said. I understand what he wanted to give me, but who was that and why so?
I believe this is it a Palladian energy you're picking up on?
I'm not sure.
What I pick up is a Palladian energy from this one. And he had connections with creation of what you call a dinosaur planet at one time. So he's just using these energies to connect with you, that is all.
Okay, and I keep having these sensations in my back, on the right and left side, center back. What is that?
I wouldn't say reptilians are clawing around. But other species are, so you're getting several infusions at this time, it seems. Arcturian energies are around you. But reptilians are, I believe it's a benevolent reptilian, but they are roughing you up a little bit, it seems.
Is this for a humorous reason, or is this just because...
I would think it, yes. I do not... I think it's a humorous, yes. At this time it seems like it's... They're just trying to toughen you up. That is what I have with that. There could be more to it than that.
I'll have to ask him. I'll have to ask him. We have one from Holly. Is there any messages for me from Lori? She is on the other side.
Yes, your warrior says keep your chin up. There are things in this world that you do not agree with. And she says it's worth your while to look at the positive of things, look at a red rose and enjoy its beauty and connect with its energy. Connect with, the red rose seems to be more significant, she says. This is something that will help you with your energies to lift you up in times of darkness. And help you even to proceed with your existence here. It is quite lovely. Thank you.
Do you have any message for me today, Tucker?
Yes, are you aware of a hybrid child?
Yeah, with secret for this moment.
You have a young hybrid child. A Sirian hybrid child. As for its secrecy, mostly it was a secret because it was another alliance that was a part of this. Something that you decided to be a part of at one time.
Hmm.
I believe this is a boy. As for other messages, yes, you do have a dragon collective that's speaking to you on a daily basis, it seems.
Probably, yeah.
Yes, they talk your ear off in times, it seems. They have much technology, many things, many technologies to help with the planet, the sun, and to help with the human race to cleanse those negativity, to help give you healing abilities, not just you, but for others, to be able to heal others with their energies, the way of their techniques. Special techniques to help others that are confused as this alien information increases. You'll be given downloads to help break through their negativity.
Is a technique which I will just receive and
Yes.
send the ID to other, or something will.
Yes, you will understand it.
Something to I will be able to use and transmit after that.
Yes. But this is a long time down the road. Well, it depends on how you look at it. But this is not going to happen tomorrow. But it'll be for the future.
Yeah, and for the short term, 6 months. Something.
Is that a question?
Yeah, in some way, yeah. For the next 6 months, something, some information which could be useful to know, or.
Yes, but not at this time.
Okay.
For winter time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I would like to ask a question for a member here. This is from Rainey. She asks, who sent me the black and yellow butterfly a couple years ago? It flew by her and stood next to her. It was really big.
I believe it's the Butterfly Collective did this. She had a lifetime as a butterfly. So they are connecting with her. Also, there is Arcturian energies around her. And they may have had a hand in that also.
Yeah, go for it.
Hello, Tuka. It's Laura.
Yes.
Much love to you.
Actually.
I'd like to invite Yael and Lyran DNA infusion if you think it's appropriate.
Yes, that is appropriate.
Thank you. Could I ask you about a recent Reiki experience that I had? I was doing a Reiki healing with Terry, and I had a build-up of intense heat within me, which became quite uncomfortable. So any advice you can give me on how to release this while doing Reiki?
A moment. One way to do it is to ask for Lyran assistance to help clear this tension away from you. Of course, a small prayer would help also to settle down these energies. These are other species that are attracted to this, and there's many that are like a magnet to you at that time.
Okay, I understand. Thank you for that. And one last question. On the different energy healing modalities, I've noticed recently a lot of new healing modalities coming to the fore. Things like universal white time healing and the reconnection and the holy fire Reiki. Are they all as appropriate as one another to use as Reiki is, as traditional Reiki is?
Oh yes, of course. You're just new to it, that's all. Yes. I see all these things as positive. It's different Reiki for different people. So
I see.
you will know who to perform these things on. For that. You will know what to do, let's put it that way.
Okay, thank you. And finally, any messages for me at all, Tuka? Thank you.
There is many Yanyel around you at this time. They are sending you their blessings. That is all I have for that.
Okay, thank you. Much love.
Gotcha.
Hello, Tuka.
Yes. Yes.
Can you tell me about my origins, please?
Of course, there's many out there in the chat room that have many questions, but to go quickly with you, it seems like you have a reptilian origin. You could say you're a reptilian starseed. I believe so. You've had other lifetimes after that. Palladian, Zeta Gray, Lyran. Reptilian was interesting because it helped build your foundation of masculine energies. Of course, on their world, it's not easy. You have softened their. Yes, there's many of them around you at this time, but you have brought in light into their complicated world to give them another way of looking at. You can bring strength and kindness together, where it can both work. You get both the best of two worlds, I should say. Does that make sense to you?
That makes perfect sense.
Yes,
Thank you,
it
Tuka.
does. Yes, pleasant.
Thank you.
I am back. Is there anything else? Okay.
I might have to. One moment. Let me. There's others I wish to come through. Let me step aside for them.
Okay,
Much
thanks.
love.
There are many out in your chat that are very. I would stick to them because they. Many souls wish to be healed, you could say.
Mm-hmm.
Blessings to all of you.
Thank you,
again.
Tuka.
Stay. Good night, all.
Thank you. Much love.
Greetings to all. I am Redmond from Sirius B. Who was welcomed here?
Yeah.
Here to assist you with your question asking. Or answering your questions, I should say.
Do you want me to go ahead and get started? Or do you
Yes,
have a message?
please proceed. I am still connecting, but I am okay.
Okay. We have one from Family of Light, and it is, I feel on the left side of my kidney area sometimes they feel something on their kidney, on the left kidney. Is there any black magic implant or hex I have?
I don't believe so. You might want to have that looked at by a physician on your planet. There is things there that should be taken a look at. That is all I have for that.
Thank you very much. The relationship I have with my girlfriend, is there any bad entities who try to break it?
Yes. Who is this person's name?
Family of Light?
Family of Light, yes. There are reptilians, negative entities on your world, dark entities, because they see that you have a positive connection and they wish to split you apart because that is what they do best. Ignore these energies. Please surround yourself with light, and these things will go away. This is also interesting enough. There is a past relative who has negativity around him. I believe a uncle, even on the other side, which is very strange. A relative of yours is getting in the way. This is rare, but it does happen. These are things he wishes you to live the life he wishes you to live. It's very interesting. Sorry for interrupting, but I picked up on that pretty quickly. Please proceed.
Thank you. How can they handle that with all that negativity?
Pray, meditation, things of that sort. Salt baths will be good. Salt baths would be good because there's much negativity around you already because your world is negative, but a lot of things have attached themselves to you over time. Cleanse yourself. I wouldn't say go to a spa, but something around those lines to cleanse yourself. Go to a healing of some sort to clear out these negative energies. You will be fine. This is quite common on your world. Do not feel that you are alone. Thank you.
What type of starseed or extraterrestrial DNA am I in percent? What entities or energies are around me? Same person.
There's like 3 questions there. What is the name of this person?
A Family of Light.
Family of Light. I believe Zeta Gray. The benevolent ones. And of course I forgot the other parts of that question because there's so many. Do you have any messages? I did not hear all that. I forgot. Sorry.
No, don't worry about it. What energies are around him? What type of starseed is he? What extraterrestrial DNA does he have?
Palladians are around you. And Zeta Grays are around you at this time. And Arturians. To help you with spirituality. There's many symbols around you at this time. That is them. And if you hear a voice laughing around you, that is a Zeta Gray. But he's not laughing at you. Just making a joke, that's all. Please proceed.
He says, I often see little white and blue lights everywhere I'm looking.
Yes.
What are the lights exactly?
He's connected to his fourth density energies. Most of those are Palladian ships, I believe. So he is moving up spirituality. That is all.
Thank you very much. We have another one from Raven. Being said, I have a talent with writing. May you please elaborate more?
Elaborate more. Why don't you experience this instead of us having to go into these things? You must experience this. This is something you need to experience. As for us to explain it, there's no need for that. This is something that you are not putting your toe in the pond. You are analyzing too much. Of course, it seems like we have a problem gathering your thoughts, and that will help with meditation. So I would recommend that, to clear this out, even to be around go to a group of light workers to clear out, to help you focus, if that is working. These things, these groups, meditation groups, things of that sort, of positive energies. Of course, they have those here. Yes, they do have those here. I would recommend these things. I believe this girl is named Sarah here. She will help you cleanse, to find to reach, to focus, because you have a focusing problems. Thank you for that question.
Thank you for answering. Okay. Alright, we have one from Amy. Amy Stegenman. Sorry.
Yes.
I feel like I was born in the wrong area of time, if that makes sense. I feel more of a connection to or resonance with 1800s and early or mid 1900s. Is there a reason for this? It also seems as though I have some sort of connection with the Titanic tragedy of 1912.
Well, yes, because I believe you were there. You were on that. I believe you were part of that. That is why you have this connection. Also, your connection to 1800s and things of that sort, those were good lifetimes for you. So that is why you're connected. And you come here to this time period and you're just like, where is the excitement here? The style is gone, the fun is gone. It is just not the same. It was a magical time. For you it was. Of course, not for everyone, but for you it was a positive time. This is one of your happiest times you were here on this planet during those time periods that you mentioned. As for the Titanic time period, there's much that's been sort of closed down at this time for you not to remember, because there's reasons for that. But yes, you did have a time period on the Titanic. Did I say that right? You had a past life on the Titanic. That is why you're connected to that. But yes, understand those times are of culture. You come to this time, and it depends on how you look at things, not to insult anyone. Culture here it does not exist. It depends. If football is your culture, then you are in the right place. But yes, the dressy clothes and things of that sort are gone. So yes, the romance is gone, and I will leave you with that. Hopefully that wasn't too heavy.
Thank you. This one's from Reckoning. How am I helping my twin flame in the dimension we're in?
through love, I believe so. Just you being there is enough. Your wisdom, your insight is enough. And basically just you being there is enough for this twin flame of yours to proceed through this world. Thank you for that question.
Thank you. This is from Melissa Karen. She says, "Hello, I'm wondering if you have any messages for me."
Of course, I am from Sirius, so I have Sirian. One moment. You have Andromedans around you at this time. And of course, your spiritual family wishes you to, what is it? Lighten up a little bit, because there's much depressing things around you. Yes, this is with you also, with another one. Culture here is not always easy to be a part of. There's a time in your past life that was much more happier, and here in this world, you're having issues to connect. And they are there to help you with this world, this lifetime here. I hope I'm not out of line with saying that, but they are around you to, yes, if you open up to your energy, especially your Andromedan connections, you will feel more, I wanted to say, you will feel that you are not alone, and you'll feel that you are in the right place at the right time, which you are. There are times when you're not feeling it. And that is very common because of your culture at this time. Thank you for that question.
Okay. This is from Valerie Stevens. She says, "Are there any spiritual messages for me that will help me channel?"
Yes, there are many Yanyel around you at this time. They are tuning you at this time to channel. They're giving you the idea to channel. We had lifetimes with the Yanyel, and I believe they can help you in that direction. You just have to be open to their energies. They are all around you. It should not be hard to connect to them. As for channeling, meditation, believe in yourself, of course, will help. Thank you for that.
Thank you. Same person asks, "Can you tell me what you know of cannabis?" Marijuana.
I believe there's others that have. That is for another one to answer. I believe he's here. I would leave that for someone else to answer. It is not all bad for you. Let's put it that way. Please continue.
Yeah. Melissa Karen asks, "Can you tell me more about this new relationship and why we are so connected? It has been very intense before we met in astral sense, and then we met in person. What can you tell me about this?"
I'm not understanding. Is this someone she's physically met, or is this a species?
Your guess is as good as mine.
You might want to move to the next one. I can connect to all too many things, and I might not be on the right track.
I believe the person asking the question is asking about the connection with you, an experience with you.
A Sirian or someone? Who is this name of this person?
Melissa Karen.
If that's the
The question 5 days ago, so that could be many entity.
Let them be more. They need to be more detailed with their question. I understand. Let's just move to the next one. But you're probably right. But let's see what they have to say to be accurate.
I'm sorry, I just zoned out. Did you tell me to continue?
Yes, they would have to sending a message to them to be more in detail who they're speaking about.
Okay.
If it's the conduit, if it's Sirians, Zetas, it'd be easy.
We have one from Anaya from Anzona. This is Anaya. Can you tell me, please, if there are any hybrid children, and do I have any other DNA than just you? If she has any hybrid children, sorry.
Yes, a Zeta Gray hybrid child, a Lyran hybrid child, and also, I believe, a Arcturian hybrid child. That one is up in debate. Or the infusion has been taken, but has not been produced as a hybrid child. You do have much Arcturian connections. Was there another question there?
What DNA does he have? Or she, sorry.
What was the name of this person? I hate to ask.
Anaya from Arizona.
Palladian, I believe. Palladian, if I'm answering this correct. I still got... There's not so much going on in my head at this time. Yes, Palladian energies with her. As for origin, I believe their origins are Palladian also. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any messages to this person, Anaya from Arizona? She feels like she's not belong here and she's nervous around people.
No, you're not belong. No, you're not belong. You've had many Arcturian lifetimes, and this makes you more foreign to this planet than anything else, because their world is totally different from this place. Yes, your origins, I believe, are Palladian, but you've, of course, reincarnated on other planets. Zeta, not reptilian, I don't believe. Lyrans, I believe you had some sort of connection with them. Arcturians, your Arcturian energy is all over the place. So, being with Arcturians and coming here is black and white, as they say, or night and day. It is hard to connect. I believe your last lifetime was on an Arcturian planet. So yes, coming here is sometimes a walk backwards, some would say. But it is, yes, connect to your Arcturian energies. They seem to be all around you at this time. And this will help you in your lifetime. Thank you.
We have one last question from Raven. I am struggling here. Is there any help I may have? Guidance? Clarity?
Yes, there is those in this chat, or talk to the conduit. There are those here that will help you connect to others. You can speak to other females to help you in to settle down many energies around yours. Yes, there's much complications around you at this time, and many will help you by speaking to you. There's toning that can help to rid of these energies around you. You just have to speak, and they will help you. Blessings to you.
Alright, Redman, you should get a trophy. You have now completed one page of the questions.
Yes, good. That was this. What do you say?
But
the
bad
target
news is we have another 40.
Yes, I understand this. I might be able to go through half of that to let you up. Or 3 or 4, depending on how long it goes.
Okay.
There are messages from your galactic of light. As we pause for a second, there are unicorn energies coming into this planet more than ever before. Unicorn collectives, but these are from foreign planets. They're coming to assist with this world's ascension. As for the Galactic Federation of Light, they are taking time with this world as they figure out its awakening process. These communications are very helpful, but they are working with other channelers to make this process easier. And yes, there is a story of ship landings and things of that sort. That is up to debate at this time, such as sightings in the sky and things of that sort. That is all on the table, as you would say, to help wake others up of our existence. And if this happens, it would be Lyran's most at this time Lyran energies to be part of this, either be their ships. Most likely it would be them doing these things. Because they are, I wouldn't say mostly connected to you, but they have a firm connection to this planet. So, if any of that was helpful, well, it was helpful or something. So please continue.
Thank you very much. I have a question that I feel will be important for some people.
Yes.
How can you explain synchronicity, as in what it means? I know what it is. I can explain to other people what it is and how it happens. But what does it symbolize? Does it symbolize what you're thinking is at the right, or where you're at the right place at the right time? What does it mean?
Synchronous, yeah, it's different for everyone. So yes, the definitions are all over the place. It's synchronized with, right now your world synchronizes, it's all over the place. So at fourth density, usually everyone is synchronized at a collective rate, pretty much at the same level. At your third density, there's some high frequencies, low. Everyone's connecting differently, it's all over the place. So, but yes, when you are synchronizing with someone else, you are picking up on their energies, you are experiencing the same downloads, you can say. Such as when you're running into the same person or have the same words that they say, things of that sort. I'm not sure if I'm making that completely understood, but on your planet, it might not be all that important to define it, meaning.
Okay. What about symbols, symbols, ideas, topics, stuff like that? Does that mean you should put forth what?
One moment. To synchronize with images, yes, that images, television, synchronization, you could say. There's levels of that. And there's different types of levels of synchronization in that regard. Music also has a synchronization with a certain collective of people. So these things are, yes, it is like a maze, but a group of different mazes, you could say. They're all in their own different worlds. And to connect them all together is kind of what we are doing at this time for First Contact. Understand why First Contact is taking so long is because everyone is synchronized in different directions and they're all over the place, which is understandable. But to bring everyone on the same level, understand the complexities of that. I hope that's making somewhat sense. Or maybe I'm making it more confusing.
Either way, it's accepted. All right, thank you. I just wanted to get that out there. That's been pondering my mind for a while.
Yes, it's complicated on your world. Everyone's on a different page, it seems. Nothing wrong with that. But as for connecting with species of our kind, it makes it more complicated. Please proceed when you're ready.
Okay. This first few are from Zeta Gray 1218. How can I get to experience sleep paralysis?
How can you get through it? I don't believe that will happen anytime soon because you have many energies around you that are very dark because you're not fitting into this planet too well. So you are connecting with your Zeta family, and as you re-enter your body, they're letting you know that you are going somewhere else, basically. Now you know this might not happen as much, but then again it might proceed. I do not see it as a bad thing. Yes, proceed, please.
His. Okay, I'll just go ahead. Can you tell the Zeta Greys around me I said thank you for helping me and showing me their ships?
Yes. They've actually had conversations with you, you just don't remember. In the astral.
Alright, are there any Jinn around me, and how can I talk to them?
I do not believe you have Jinn. I do not see these things around you at this time. As for talking to them, that is up to you. But you can always attract them. That is up to you. As for talking to them, just talk to them. Thank you.
I see the color blue and orange in the air often. What does that mean?
You are seeing auras in the air, the energies of your planet. Your fourth density, your third eye is opened to these things, which is quite unique. Your Zeta Gray heritage is opening yourself up to these things. So you will see more than just that over time. It depends on where your energies are. If they are negative and dark, as they've been in the past, you will not be able to connect to them. But if you become positive, you'll be able to connect to many things, and even to see your Zeta family, if you wish. Thank you. Blessings to you.
Thank you very much. What are the entities that scare humans during sleep paralysis?
I'm not sure if I understood that. You said scare?
Yes.
I do not believe there's anything to be scared of. You are just re-entering your body after astral. That is all. There's nothing to be frightened of. If you feel negativity around you, it's only because you're entering your world into this world that is not exactly cookies and cream. I mean, of course, there are some negative entities here and there, but nothing that is. Everyone has them. Yes, they come with every house, it seems, or every apartment. But it is anything that is bearing down on you. I think that answered that.
Okay, thank you very much.
Hopefully that answered that.
Yeah, I think you did.
Thank you.
What does it mean to unlock... Oh, sorry. This is from Symmetry. What does it mean to unlock your full potential as a human?
Is to become yourself. Is to connect with your higher self. It's like, as some of it others have used, as a flower. You are in a dream state at this time, and you will be wakened up during your dream state and finally see who you are and be upfront with your words instead of being scared, and you will be more connecting with your spirituality and connecting with nature and things around you and species and spirit world, all these things. And at this time, many are asleep in this dream world, but to connect to yourself, to be your full self, is to be completely grounded into spirit, into nature, and those that are around you, to connect to their positive energies. And they too will see your example and wish to follow you. Of course, not all will, but that is the journey of your world. Thank you.
All right. Is there any spiritual abilities or any abilities that all humans only have, making them unique from all extraterrestrial species?
Of course, everyone's unique in their own way, so yes, everyone has their own uniqueness. You can stand out from others, yes, of course. Because your experiences make you different, but we all are connected, we are all of one, you can say. But yes, we are all different. Hopefully that answered that.
Okay. Are there any abilities that only humans have, like only our species?
Oh yes, humans on this world have more complex energies. And yes, your abilities to make things happen with your mind is extremely powerful. Of course, you are unaware of this because many are taught not they have no power at all. Your emotional complexities are quite interesting. Those of love and passion are very passionate about their love interests, where many species have forgotten these things. You have perfected it in a way that turns many insane at times or obsessive. But of course, some is good and some is bad. But this obsessive love is quite fascinating that other species have forgotten because of their ascension into higher densities. They have love, but this world has a romance about it that many species have forgotten. That is part. There is more, but let's leave it at that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. When one has reached a certain level of spirituality, is it possible to extract talents and skills from one's own past lives and
Yes.
download it into their current selves?
Of course, yes. It all depends on what you wish. Like wanting to play the piano, yes. If you wish it to happen, it will happen. You have to want it desperately, though. I wouldn't, that's not a good word for it. But you must really want it for it to come about. Yes, this thing, these things, learn sports. Of course, sports is a little bit. Yes, even that, if you wish it enough. Of course, your physical body might not be able to do these things, but you understand. But yes, you can pick up on talents that you had, such as learning to become a writer and things of that sort. For a musician, I'm not sure about surgeon, but even that is possible, yes. So, yes. You can do anything you want. You have the power. It all depends on what you want.
Could the same thing be done with languages?
Yes, that is a little bit, yes. It depends on your spirituality level and how much you want it, once again. But yes. But you must obviously go through the things of going through books and lessons and things, but you will understand you will be picking it up quicker than just, yes, a download will help. You connecting to a past life will help, of course. But to do the ritual of learning as your world does, you will realize you're going at a fast pace, depending on who you are, of course, your learning capabilities. Thank you.
Once human souls are done with the third density and as the human experience is coming to an end, what is the general future for human souls? Same person from Symmetry.
Did you say like the end of humanity? Is that what he's getting to? But when you go into fourth density, that is what he's asking about.
Yeah, what after you raise into fourth density, I guess the human collective in the third density comes to an end, so what happens?
Oh, what happens to third density? Some will stay in third density, of course. Obviously, the way things are at your energy levels today, many will, let's put it this way, unable to let it go. But as for those that go into fourth density, what happens to your third density self that goes into fourth? You still have these memories, these connections to third, but it has never really gone away. But when you reach into fourth, it's like you are in a level of school. So now you're graduating to the next level. But you still have all the learnings of everything of your third density lifetime. And you'll be able to remember all of those things. And your past lives on other worlds also. So you can say you've been graduated to another density, but you're still part of third, of course, in some ways. But of course, you can always, that's where you get complicated, and you can always tap into your third density lifetime. Or even go into third density if you wish, and then go into fourth, depending on your spiritual level. So it is always there. It is never completely gone. And there's those on certain planets, and here possibly, easy here. it is easy to fall back into third density if you get depressed and fall into these fears and things of that sort that control you at this time. It is possible to go back into third once you hit fourth density. And as your world as it is today, it is hard for many to realize there's a fourth density because there's no football there. At least that's what some of them will think. I had to add that. Please go ahead if you have anything.
Yes. Yes. If there's anything I have, Mr. Redman, it would be questions. Will it ever be possible to interact with dangerous animals like bears and tigers in a peaceful manner?
Yes. You will be able to speak to them telepathically. At this time, some do. But of course, you must really know what you're doing to be involved in this. So, it is possible, yes.
Thank you very much for that. We have one from... Rainey has a question. Was Chris, which is, I guess, a boyfriend from sorry. Was Chris a mother of mine in lifetimes, and what kind of relationship do we have in a prior lifetime?
This is her... Wait, what? Say that beginning part again.
Boyfriend who has crossed over.
Boyfriends crossed over. Were you connected? Yes, I believe you were father and daughter at one time. And brother and sister also. And cousins. Yeah, you've had many lifetimes together. I know some of you might say, oh, that's disgusting. It happens all the time. It's nothing new. Yes, wouldn't it be funny if most of your world realized that? Southern cultures understand this. American culture does not understand any of this. Well, some do. Wouldn't they be funny, be surprised if they're connected? So, go ahead.
Okay. I was expecting some big explanation there, but alright.
Oh, to go into more to that? Yes, I see that. Disgusting, yes. Not really. It is quite common. Get used to it. And understand, you're the ones that are doing this. No one's forcing you to date your brother or date your dad or whatever you call it. It is all part of experience, that's all. You love this person enough to switch around. There's nothing wrong with that. So, go ahead.
Okay.
If you're tired, maybe you should just...
It's just that it's the name. Sorry, I have a problem with names here. Max... I'll call him Maxie. How about that? Dear Master of the Universe, I'm an ET contactee myself and have met many contactees in Australia. After we exchange information with others, I've noticed that there is one big event going to exchange some information with others. I've noticed that there is one big event going to take place in the very near future. Can you comment on that? Please don't be too diplomatic with my questions. I would prefer to. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, there are many discussions, many things are possibilities, such as contact, which you believe to, as for first contact, a version of it is in works. So I'm not sure exactly where you are at this time. I do not believe it's a highly populated area where you are at this time. These things might happen in small amounts, such as contactees or contact, first contact. But understand, there is a scenario what you call before contact. I believe that is what is happening, what you're discussing, or what you know about. However word you want to use it. What you are picking up on is sort of a warm-up to the first contact that is coming, such as a landing and that sort, and then a takeoff, things of that sort, to ruffle the feathers of your world kind and to really get people to think, like, maybe we aren't alone. Understand, a ship cannot land here for too long before it gets shot at and things of that sort. But a quick landing, hey, hello, we're here, and then a takeoff. And of course, many would call out the government, things of that sort. So there are discussions at this time. I can tell you that. And as for a government influence, like, oh, that was a government that did that, there will be things that will happen if that does happen to prove that this is not a government project. But of course, for this to happen, it must get, it's funny, government approval, because there's many governments who disapprove of alien contact. So for this contact to happen, your governments on your planet have to accept this visitation. So there has to be discussions within your government, which is happening right now actually, for disclosure, for alien disclosure, because there is many health problems, mental disorders, things of that happen because of your reptilians that are here and other species that I wish not to name at this time, but I think you know who they are. And these things will come from a circle, which is an easier way to describe it. But what you are seeing is a scenario. Hopefully that was enough to answer that. There's more, but that should be enough.
I have a question
Yes.
pertaining to that subject.
Yes.
Why is it that, such as ourselves, if they have given us permission and they say, and I quote, we're fine with you rising to the fourth density, just don't mess with our doings, why can't we have open contact? In the right conditions, that is.
Mostly, yes, it's your government is the big issue here at this time. Understand, if your governments were not interfering so much because they're so arrogant and they wish to keep their power, there's parts of the world, Russia actually, of course, there's a there's a control there, but parts of Russia are more than welcome to alien contact. Let's put it this way. Let's say Russia, for example, which is, let's put it this way, if Putin sort of lost control, or he just said, okay, fine, I'm just going to let extraterrestrials visit, and I don't care what anybody thinks, and because their people are more than loving this stuff. I mean, they believe in extraterrestrials. They're very connected. And say like there was a landing on their country that will help shift your world completely. People will not believe it here. They'd be all scared. The U.S. would be all buying guns and everything. But that would help in your ascension. Of course, it would be a peaceful visit. So your governments have your world, we can say, by the throat at this time. But that can change. And I believe it will. They will eventually realize that they are not winning this race. So if you want to point your finger at anyone of why these things are not happening, why your fourth density, or visitation, I should say, is not happening, is because of your government influence, the hold on your planet. And they are listening to this right now. So with your energies moving up to a fourth density level, for more waking up to extraterrestrials, and understand opening up to extraterrestrials, we are not just saying, oh, I just saw a ship. And then there's like, but if the connection they are looking for, we are looking for, are those that connect with us spiritually. So some wish to say, to be like ghost hunters or alien hunters, and that's all. If they saw an actual, some, not all, some that see an extraterrestrial, like a gray for that matter, will freak out and grab their gun and things like that. So some wish to stay in the mystery, but there are many that wish to actually have contact and actually have the conversations. And these numbers are growing at this time. So basically the energies of your world, as more are accepting of this information, the energies of your world will force your governments to stand down eventually. So there's much going on there. Hopefully that helped you in some clarity. So to give you an idea of where we're dealing with, how complex the situation is. There are parts of your world that are open to contact, including yourself.
Okay, I will try to stay in the same subject. We talk
Yes.
about alien contact, but the thing
Yeah.
is, do the species which are here, like unicorn or dragon, or are they have the same restriction?
In some ways, yes. Yes, there's certain levels that need to be. Yes, it gets kind of complicated when you get into this. In some ways, yes, because notice how they haven't made their appearance at the time. You don't see a giant dragon walking around going to 7-Eleven pick up a Slurpee. So, yes, because your levels of your world are not at the frequency that will accept their. Because understand, if if like a dragon shows up or a unicorn, that will bring mass hysteria. But yes, in certain areas of your world, it goes to the same thing. Yes, there are things that energy. Let's put it this way: energy levels in certain areas need to be at a certain
Yeah. Okay.
level. And Russia, of course, is a perfect example. There are many high energies there for this type of thing, and many have seen unicorns and things of that sort. They just have not reported them. But not for a long time. They've seen them and then they're gone, things of that sort. Same as dragons. There was a mantis I was seeing in one of your videos of China. That's another example. They can make an appearance here and there, but to fully make full contact, certain energy levels have to be at a certain point. Yes, it is Let's put it this way. Yes, there is a hold right now. You can say your Galactic Federation of Light is also keeping the tone down until you are ready, so all these things can come.
Okay.
I know it's a little bit complicated.
Yeah. Does that mean we will for many years probably just able to make contact through telepathy with them and
Yeah. Yes, maybe sooner than that. You might see more sooner than that. Depends on who it is. There is much discussion happening at this time.
we have the possibility in maybe 10 years to be able to see and touch and
Yeah.
have discussion with them?
I believe before that, you might have sightings of, you say, unicorn and things of that sort. I don't know about a giant dragon, but
Yeah, smaller, yeah, okay.
smaller things of that sort will be popping out here and there between now and the end of the year, and things will increase over time. There is, yes, it's a whole nother level of, what do you call it? Diplomacy or diplomatic
Yeah, understand that. Okay. Just a quick one.
Yes.
Do the Spider Collective have message today and seem I have many web around my house or inside my house?
One moment. Well, at the first, there is a female spider that is part of this collective humanoid. I picked up on her energies that she is around you observing your discoveries. Let's put it that way.
Okay, she's a humanoid or a spirit?
Oh, she's an elemental, or she's in fourth density. Put that way.
Elemental, that mean they are much energy or they have spider form?
No, she's a human spider or humanoid with some spider features, but not a lot. She looks female.
Probably like the Spider Queen we met many weeks ago.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, that is who it is.
Okay. Thanks.
She's also connected to extraterrestrials. So
does she have a name she share or?
Not at this time.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks, and her too.
Yes. Yes. Is there anything? Yes, I must go. If there's anything else here, then I will leave you be.
I would like to ask, do you channel through anybody, or do you only have specifics?
Oh, I can channel through anybody.
Okay.
Only one that has that Bashar, that is a long story for that. I would bore you to death if I had to go into that.
I had a question for you, and I don't know what it was. Oh, yes. So I feel like I can't speak for everyone, but I myself, I feel like on my road to fourth density, I'm supposed to be doing something. I understand that in my life right now, I have to wait. I have to wait
Yes.
until a time presents itself, and then it will kick off. I understand. So, I guess it's like, I understand that learning abilities and stuff helps. What do I do now? Now that I know this, do I simply age and become higher vibration? Or
Yes.
do I meditate every day and simply say, oh, I'm raising in frequency?
Well, I can tell you this. Those that are around you, you can always ask them, what am I waiting for? What do you have planned for me? Things like this. As for, they're not telling me anything. I can tell you that. It's not necessarily a secret. It's some things you don't need to know because we can't tell you everything about yourself because this is your journey. But you can ask them when you connect to their energies, what am I waiting for? Or you already know what you're waiting for, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But why you have to wait and things of that sort, there are many things you have to go. It's just like going up the stairwell. You have to walk up the stairs to connect. There's just a process you have to go through for your soul contract. Hopefully that helps you. There's just
Alright.
lessons that you need to go through and things of that sort. To help you grow as a person, to help you mature, and to become more grounded. Things of that sort. If there's nothing else, I must go. My energy levels are dwindling.
Thank you. I have no questions for you. I send my love and
Blessings.
gratitude. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Redman.
Yes, I will be returning in the future to give you more insight of what is going down on your planet at this time.
Yeah, tell me if next time if my hair come back on my head.
Oh, yes, your hair. Yes, I know what you did there at the time. Yes, you're as bald as I am.
Alliance head.
Yeah, alien heads. Is that what you're saying? Blessings to all, and good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you.
See
Much love.
Blessings.
See
Blessings.
you yesterday.
Welcome back.
Yeah, that was a long one.
Yeah, I wonder what it's like. I don't know how you do that. You like, I would receive it as like a frequency wave, like a radio wave. It's
Yeah.
very widespread and up and down. So you kind of come out and then you just go right back in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Takura took a little bit to leave, and I was already set up, as you say. And I thought, I wasn't expecting Remnant to come through. Actually, I felt his energy right here. So I thought, oh, this is gonna come through. I think he's just checking us out. That's all. So, but yeah, it just soaked right in. So, anyway,
Well, before we move on, I would like to mention something. First of all, Vladimir Putin, that will watch this, I would like to thank you very much for taking your time out. And I would also help any commercials or any, put us in Time Magazine, call us fake, give us a lot of publicity. Any publicity is good. And I would also like to trip to Russia. I very much appreciate your water ice bucket challenge thing. But
okay, JC is gonna come through. Okay.
I will be able to ask questions for a little bit, but I will not be I will not be here for very much longer.
That's
I
okay.
must take care of a 3D little
No problem.
thing.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, very helpful. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, you're doing well with the questions, aren't you? You're good.
Yeah, I did very good. Oh. Yeah, Raven. Yeah, Raven, if you're listening. Yeah, Sarah is. Are you familiar with Sarah and the galactic languages and all that? That I don't remember much from anything I just channeled, but I remember. Yeah, connect with Sarah. She does that tonings, and yeah, connect with those. Connect with those that group. That will help you tremendously.
I think she makes session Friday.
Yeah, that's right. I would really recommend connecting with her or anybody in that group. It's helpful.
Yeah, she does wonderful galactic healing hangouts on, I think, Fridays or Wednesdays. I'm not sure.
It's Friday.
Friday.
3 o'clock Eastern, I believe. Something like
I think
that.
it's around 4.
I'll send her a message and I'll tell her to send you an invite. That way.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, it'll be easier, much easier.
And obvious, on my YouTube channel, there's a link to her toning sessions. So, I mean, just listening to this stuff helps.
Yeah, toning is one of those things, Raven, that'll come to you naturally. Yeah, like you'll go into meditation, and it'll just.
It is. It's really cool.
Yeah. Go for it. It'll help with body pains and also like mental pains, also your vibration and your energies. Okay, yeah, you'll message her, do that, because I can't find her name, and I'm an old man. I don't know what I'm doing here.
I guess I just joined a new hangout I wasn't aware of.
Yeah, there was another hangout going on. I was like, oh.
The one with the alien head?
Yes, and my necklace is that alien head.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, right?
I was wondering what that was. That's cool.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not sure. I messaged JC.
Just give him a minute. He'll be
yeah,
for sure.
Oh yeah, we're just gonna
get small talk chat time.
We just hang out and play cards or something. Or read each other's minds.
We'll call yeah, right in the future, 20 years in the future. Hey man, you want to sit around and read each other's mind? This is actually a sad reality. I think that's possible because I will be one of those people. Yes, I had a download today. I was thinking, how quiet must the world be? Not our world, sorry. More like someone else's world of high density. If everyone speaks telepathically, and some species evolved without a mouth, do you know how quiet their world must be? I mean, they must like walk around and must be silent. Footsteps or hovering shoes, whatever you want to call it.
Well, the channel, I mean, some of these I pick up their world sometimes, and there is music going on all the time. Like, high like vibrational music, like some Andromedan worlds, I believe, have it.
Wow.
Where they're,
it would be awesome and creepy at the same time.
It's funny because here in Houston, we have a paper plant here in Houston, and they say it's like a real bad smell comes from it. A real bad smell. I mean, you're like, good Lord. And at some winds, in a direction of windage, at one day the entire city of Houston can smell it. And that is millions of people. If that was a sound, if that was music, they would make it stop. So it's like they all had to come into agreement that this music is better for them. So, you know what? Let's just blast, or not even. We'll just manifest it above me all the time. That's just an odd way of looking at it. To think that everyone had to come to a decision. You know what? Let's just play music 24/7.
Yep.
We'll just play some good ass music.
Yeah, I always get a feeling of music of instrumental music, but who knows? They play Enya all day.
There you go.
I don't even know what that is. You got me.
You don't know who Enya is?
No, sorry. You old cats always throw me for a loop. Old school cats always throw me for a loop.
Yeah, we're old, so it's.
I know. I did. That's what I'm saying. You guys always throw something at me, and I'm like, yep, I know exactly what that is. Of course.
Just pretend that you know. No, really, I like Kenya. I really do.
Does it sound like wind chimes?
Sure.
It
It's in
does.
the
I like
chat.
it.
That's Enya.
Yeah, you can
You won't
ask
like
a
it.
question
I'll
to
look.
the chair.
I know he won't like it.
Huh. No, I
You don't
might
know.
dig this music. Shit. Oh, well, first of all, it's in another language, so that's kind of like the killer right there.
Yeah.
This white woman has an Asian son. That's not so.
Alright, well, it's been 5.
I used to listen to her at night. Chill out a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know how I could handle that 24/7. That just might make me want to kiss him.
Oh, for music, well, if you're at a higher vibration, it's probably not.
Yeah, I guess I need to raise my vibration.
Well, it's spiritual. I don't know. It helps with spirituality. It helps keep.
Let me see if I can find my favorite song of hers.
We're just gonna throw Enya at you.
I lost it. That was it. Just hearing that music, just.
We're just gonna be throwing Enya.
Only Time is my favorite one. Is that the one you linked, Ivan?
I found on YouTube real quickly.
No, I can raise my vibration, Mark. I guess I'm just not gonna be that high enough right now to like that music. I like one rapper, one type of music, because it resonates with me, and I swear to God, that person has a connection with me somehow. Don't know how, just know.
Well, he probably does. He probably does, as we've learned. You know.
Yeah, exactly. It's a synchronicity thing, you know. That's what, because I'm trying to come up with a theory of how to explain synchronicity and why it happens. I know how to explain it. I can tell people what it is. I just can't tell them what it means because I don't know. You know, and Terrence McKenna even has a challenge of that. So it's like, I don't. What does it mean? Does it mean what I'm thinking is right? Does it mean I'm at the right place, right time? I see it I have it 4 or 6 times a day, and I'm like, huh, and then that's it. That's all I know.
What numbers do you see most, Hunter?
It won't even be numbers. It'll be topics, subjects, names, anything and everything.
The way what I always think when I see it is if there's synchronicities, well, you'll find this as well. It's always like a reminder to me that I'm creating. I've just created that, you know what I mean? I create that synchronicity so that I can show myself that I'm creating my reality. But the numbers and stuff like that, they have meanings. They have meanings for each person. I think it depends on the person what the meanings are.
Yes.
Because I always think, like, I see a lot of numbers sometimes, and like, it'll not be like 0909, it'll be like 0910, or it'll be 0708. And I always think, like, if it's like that, it must mean, like, that it's like a progression, so it's like I'm on the right path. I always think that's what that means, but I could be wrong, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. I can't give anybody a solid answer because it differs and varies between each and every person.
Well, what about deja vu? Is that along the same lines as synchronicity? I mean, is it the same or is it different? Or
what the SSANI say about deja vu is when you create when you go to sleep, you go to there's a reality you go to in part of your sleep. You can't remember being there usually, but when you go to that reality, you connect with your higher self, and when the two of you connect, you make plans about what your reality is going to be. You make plans about things you're going to do, and when you have that deja vu, that's you remembering when you've made the plans to create the reality that you've just experienced. That's how when you have deja vu, you know sort of what's going to happen because you've already planned it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I gotcha. Thanks.
Yeah, that's what they say deja vu is. But I've had experiences where I've had I've sometimes when I fell asleep in the afternoon, sometimes I would wake up and I would be like, I would just as soon as I woke up, I was just somewhere. I knew I was just somewhere, but I had like no recollection of where I was or what I'd been doing. But it was like I knew I'd been doing something like important, and it was just there. Just as I woke up, I was like, it was just there, but I couldn't remember. And there was one time I actually remembered a snippet of it, and this is near the beginning there when I woke up, my spiritual awakening, and I remembered that what I was doing was I could see myself sitting at my computer and choosing which books to buy on Amazon. But it was like I wasn't making a decision as me sitting choosing. I was making the decision as a sort of outsider. I watched myself doing it and deciding how that scenario would go. But it was just like a tiny snippet of it I got. So that for me was like sort of confirmation that that's what deja vu is.
And later, did you buy those books on Amazon? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I couldn't remember what books it was. It was just a snippet. I could just remember being on Amazon, like looking and deciding what I was going to buy. It was just a tiny snippet.
And I would like to explain something with deja vu and numerology, just from my perspective. Since becoming more spiritual and more connected with fourth density energies and also just awakening in general, I've actually stopped experiencing deja vu. I don't know why that is. Before I was on the I guess a ledge, it was building up for this great big thing, deja vu 4 times a day, building up, and then something changed, and then now it is inexistent. Does not make itself known to me at all. And numerology, I'm finding, I used to think it was only special numbers. I didn't know every single number had a meaning to it. So just even looking at the time, if you're in a deep concentration thought, you just check the time. Look up that time. I go to angel numbers, Joanne ancient numbers or something like that, and there's always exactly what I need to hear. Always and forever. So just a tip if you ever want to get into that.
What was that you're talking about? The angel, Joanne at the angel numbers. What is that?
Yeah, it's a website that it's like an Akashic record almost for numerology. I'll go.
Oh, yeah, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, today I was like, is what I'm thinking factual or this? Because it was pertaining to my life or something. And I checked the time, and I was like, you know what? That's special to me. I don't know why, but I'm gonna look it up. And I looked it up, and sure enough, it was exactly what I needed to hear at that exact moment. I was like, wow.
I actually have like a lot of instances where I'll look at the clock and it'll be 11:11 or 2:22 or it's all the same number. It's strange.
You ever wonder if you're hearing real noises or fake noises?
No, I can't say I'm there yet. Maybe it's just because
It's because I'm fucking crazy. Yeah, I think that's what it is, because I swear to God I hear spaceships sometimes.
Well, maybe you do.
Beep, and then my phone will go, bing, and I'm like, well, that was odd. Or I'll be just about to go to sleep, and I'll hear a weird techno noise. Or you guys will be talking, and all of a sudden I'll hear you in either a different language, or you'll suddenly have an accent. For a
Really? That's amazing. That's so cool.
I would swear and put money on it 3 times that Ivan has spoke Korean and Mandarin Chinese.
Really?
I've always wanted to speak an accent, so if I ever do, let me know.
Yeah, I'll let you know, too. It's funny because, and if I'm looking at the person, sometimes I'll see their whole face. I'll see the person change right in front of my eyes. I'll see him shape-shift to someone else.
You must be seen into different densities or different realities that overlap.
Yeah.
This one.
I once had someone say alien to me, and it took about 5 seconds for them to say alien. It was like, It's like sometimes I just feel
Slow
like,
motion.
yeah, exactly that. But their whole face went into an alien. Their whole face turned into it, and it had horns.
Does
And
that
he
mean that he is?
and it slowed down right back to normal time. I told him, and he was like, "Well, I felt the energy shift. I just didn't know what it was." And I was like, "I don't know what it was."
One thing that happens when, see, like I had a period, I went through a period of taking a lot of drugs, right? And one thing happens when you take MDMA or E, right? One thing that happens sometimes is when you're looking at the reality goes in like, it's like it skips, it goes in like stages, you know, so it jumps. So if somebody's walking, they're not walking smooth, they're like, and the whole of the reality goes like, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like it's skipping, it's like it's skipping frames, if you know what I mean. If you watch a movie and you had it on like really low amount of frames, it would jump, you know, it'd be sort of jumpy. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got you.
I've seen that when I've took drugs before, but it sounds similar to like what you're having, because what you're doing is just slowing your reality down. It's similar, but it's different, because supposedly your reality is in actual frames. You're creating moments one after another all the time, and it makes it look like it's a smooth movement. But what I was talking about is because I'm creating less moments, so it looks like it's jumping from one moment to the next, and you can see the change. But what you've done is you've changed it so that you must be inserting loads of more moments into the reality. Instead of being like 60 moments per second, you're making it like 1,000 moments per. Oh no, that's not right. Actually, that doesn't make sense. You're somehow stretching it out. So,
Instead of going from 60 frames per second, you're dropping it down to 30.
yeah, that's what I would be doing.
Time for motion.
But for you to do that, you would have to be stretching the time out, I think.
Yeah, you would have to that number 60 frames per second is how many snapshots you can see in that 1 second to make a motion. So if you cut that in half, you would have slower motion. And if you were to even drop it down to say 0.5, I'm guessing you would have like something 0.5, not just 0.5. You would have start and stops, because it wouldn't be a whole picture. It would be and it would skip.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
especially if that decimal was odd. I just got a download on that, so if you wanted to know.
What was the download?
That, exactly. I don't know how I knew that, but I know that. That if you have an odd decimal after the odd number after the decimal, and you cut the frame, that number before the frames per second, you cut it down, it'll make it slower. And so you put a point odd number, you'll have skipping. It won't add up correctly.
Oh, okay. So that's what I've experienced. Yeah, it's interesting.
I'm not sure what's going on here with Mr. JC.
JC and Ivan are both.
I'll shoot him a text here. I'll shoot Mr. JC a text.
I'll be back in just a minute. I'm going to the toilet.
I'm here.
Hi, Ivan.
I don't know where JC is. It's been 15 minutes now.
I don't know. Long potty break.
More like smoke break.
I swear to God, he could channel and smoke at the same time.
I did say potty break. Potty break.
Oh,
okay. That's what you said.
I channeled this morning and they said something about pot. I'll have to listen to it again. It was something like their perspective of the name has something to do that it expands your consciousness because it makes you less full. Like, I think the exact words were a pot. A pot is empty. It has a bottom and it has no top. It can be filled up to the brim and overflow. And it was like, be a pot, smoke some pot, and like clear out what you know and then relearn it. Like something about filling it. Like, I don't know, just be a pot to have a hole on the bottom to let old knowledge drain out, like I guess water, and then put new water inside it.
That sounds like a Bruce Lee quote. That be water, my friend.
That sounds Bruce Lee. I might have seen it somewhere. I don't know. It's possible.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of Bruce Lee.
It's a whole long quote.
Yeah, I think me and JC are beating everyone, though. If that's the case.
Oh, for the pot, yeah, you guys won the war. Well, wait a minute. What about those rappers? You didn't beat them. 50 Cent and all of them.
Oh, 50 shit. Ain't got nothing on me.
Oh, Snoop Dogg. Doesn't
That's
he
true.
like? He's like
Snoop
the
Dogg.
emperor of pot, or the.
He's lost that title, actually. You know, there's actually a comedian that took his place as Stoner of the Year or something like that. He lost his place in that. A California rapper. I mean, not a rapper. Sorry, a comedian. Doug something. He did the science experiment of 30 days with not smoking marijuana. And what his health was, and then 30 days of smoking marijuana heavily for 30 days, and what the effect was. The effect was his sperm count rose, and he lost 4 pounds.
That's funny because they usually say when you're going through fertility and stuff, the thing that they say is, "Do not smoke pot. Do not smoke pot if you're the dude." Well,
What's that?
The chick too, because it lowers sperm count. They say.
Oh, no, it's proven, scientifically proven to higher. Yeah.
Oh, well.
That's weird. I don't know who says that. Another person trying to instill fear.
My fertility doctors, just trust me on that one.
Sure. I'll trust. Well, believe me, if it comes to, like, I don't know, what do you call those things? Like 3D responsibilities and realities. I guess. You know, I do concern, like, getting a child vaccinated. I don't want to just change the intention of the vaccine. I want not to give the child vaccinated.
Yeah.
Period. End of story. Like, I won't have it. I'm not going to drink while having a kid, or I won't let my wife or girlfriend or whoever.
Right.
That's just that. I don't know. It's a big paradox. If you really create your reality, you could change it. You know, it's like.
The weird thing is, though, back in the 60s and stuff, like, they smoked and drank and stuff while they were pregnant, and it was no big deal. Like, even on I Love Lucy, for instance, when she was pregnant, like, she smoked. I don't know if she drank or not.
Yeah, and my parents smoked weed with me and smoked cigarettes, and I turned out pretty okay. Not great. Not bad.
Well, I have cerebral palsy, and my mom was going through a stressful time and did smoke, but I don't think it has anything to do with that because she smoked before.
Not at all, yeah.
Yeah.
And if we're talking about marijuana here, there's a reason there's no medical cocaine. There's a reason why there's no medical meth. Because they don't fuck you up. Plain and simple and easiest words.
Okay, all. Let's get our mind together and manifest JC to be sitting on the chair.
Okay. So I am now creating the collective consciousness for our hangout.
No, the thing is, the week tried to manifest JC to be smoke after that.
Apparently Cheryl says he laid down 2 hours ago. 2 hours.
No, I saw him before that, sitting in the chair. Like, it wasn't 2 hours ago.
Let's all just pray to the weed god, and he will.
Lady marijuana, please tell him to get his ass over here.
It's time to get up, JC. And
Hey, Ivan, which, by the way, wink, wink, elbow to shoulder. Hey, why don't you channel Lady Marijuana?
Yeah, probably JC put his roots in the bat and was not able to move out.
Yeah, maybe another night for the weed plant thing. Yeah, I can give that a shot on different days.
Oh God, I'm already seeing where this turns out.
I already have an idea where it's gonna go. Well,
You let me know what night that is so I can prepare.
or let's. Maybe. Well, according to this chat, it says you know, he hasn't chatted in an hour.
Oh,
Logged in for 59 minutes, something like that.
I don't know, man. I don't.
I tell you what, when I get this 150 million, we'll all just fly somewhere to like Russia, where aliens are used to, and then I'll just bring like a whole bunch of herbs, herbs of all kinds, because there's several herbs that aren't even illegal, that are legal to process, to own, to grow, and alter your consciousness and dreams, used by monks all around the world. So I'll probably like just get a whole bunch and be like, everyone, hey, sativas? Are you talking about salvia? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, salvia. I've heard of salvia.
Salvia.
Yeah, isn't that what Miley Cyrus was?
Sorry for that.
Well, it's been 25 minutes since JC's been waiting for him. And no word from the weed god yet. He hasn't said anything to me. Or the ayahuasca plant. Maybe
You can know if,
Dude, I'm really hesitant to do that. I have done a lot of drugs. Yet, ayahuasca, there's a ring to it that I can't wear. We'll put it like that. I can't wear its ring. It's got a, it's just got an energy that I'm not familiar with, and I'm not.
I have a question, Hunter. What about bath salts, where people eat people's faces when they're high?
I've done the real meth.
The bath salts.
And it hooked me for about a week. I was hooked on meth for about a week, and I'm glad that I couldn't get my hands on it.
That's what bath salts are? That's what bath salts are?
Bath salts are used like an imitation, yeah.
Yeah, there were some people that ate bath salts or something and, like, got in trouble for or went to prison for eating faces. I don't know.
Isn't that video where that guy got shot like 12 times?
No, I don't think so. It was a different instance where...
Because I know there was one of them like that. It was a drug called like alligator or gator or something like that. It's like 13 other ones with gasoline in it. You shoot it up in your veins.
Holy shit.
This crazy fucking bitch was like a zombie basically. And was like eating this bitch. And bitch eating another bitch, of course. And then she walks up and cops are like, stop, 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 stop. And she was just like coming at him still. And they shot her ass and she fell and like got back up and kept on coming. Like,
Yay!
She was like one of them bad bitches, you know?
Wow, yeah. Well, I don't know if you've ever
JC hasn't texted me back yet either, so I'm gonna let that out there.
Yeah, I think we're. It's been 30 minutes, I think now.
Yeah.
It's been 20. It's long enough. Okay, let's
wrap it up.
Yeah, let's wrap this up and then. Well, we tried. Those nice cherries got there. You know, the weed god did not get back to us. Let's all connect to the weed god for.
Nothing coming up.
Right.
Smoke more blunts.
Doesn't he realize he can bring his weed with him like he so often does? Come on back, JC. From your nap.
Smoke more blunts, yes. It says he OD'd. No, he didn't OD.
Oh, God.
God. There is actually an amount you can OD on, but it is unachievable by human needs, by human extent. It's unachievable. It's something like, it's like 15,000 pounds, and it has to be in 15 minutes. And at that rate, you wouldn't even die from the plant. You would actually die from the no oxygen you would have to have because you'd have to smoke so much. But
jeez.
Anyway, that was funny.
All right, we'll just wrap this up. I'm taking a day off tomorrow because I need rest. And JC will probably do his own hangout tomorrow and catch you guys all back here 8 o'clock Eastern Friday. So good night, all. Much love.